tasked with the Goals and Dreams worksheet. So this worksheet is located on the Too Smart Evolution back office. You'll simply go there, create your, login. Definitely ask Terrence what the password is because he is known to change it. So you can have access to your documents. But the document that you see in front of you is on the Too Smart Evolution website under documents. Okay, so if you're looking for it, it's there. So it has been condensed from the Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill, which was originally published in 1937. So this is not something that was just created by the Too Smart team or something we just threw together. This is something that, works. So if you haven't done it, please make sure you do so. So first and foremost, the sixth step to reaching your goals. The first step is you must have a specific goal. This is important. Your goals cannot be vague. It can't be something to the stature of, I want to lose weight this year, or I want to have better study habits this year. That is not specific enough. How much specific weight are you trying to use? What specifically will you be doing to change your study habits? So you want to make sure it's as specific as humanly possible. Number two, you must have a specific time to achieve your goal. So not only does it have to be a specific entity or thing, it has to have a time. It has to have a time frame. There is a deadline. It cannot be, I want to lose 10 pounds this year. This year is too vague. You need by August 27th. Okay, you need a specific date to achieve it. And that's just to keep yourself accountable and make sure that you're always working towards that goal. And so your goal doesn't get lost in the sauce. Next, you have to write it down, right? It's not enough just to say it. It's not enough just to think it. It has to be written down. The physical act of writing is important. And I know a lot of us, we're real digital. We text a lot, we put notes in our phones and things of that nature. But the physical act of writing allows you to remember things. It kind of brings it to life, if you will, if it's actually written down as opposed to text. So if you are a texter, try, this route of physically writing it down, especially using this worksheet. Next, you must develop a plan to achieve your goal. Yes, it's awesome that you have a goal, you have your time, and you wrote it down. But now, how are we going to achieve it, right? A goal is something that we are trying to climb up to get, right? So what are the steps that you need in order to achieve that goal? And when you sit down and think about your goals, you'll find the steps. You'll find the steps, the logical steps for you in your situation. That's the great thing about, the 6 steps to reaching your goal. It's not anything that, the team does for you. You do all of this for yourself. So next, once you have written down your steps to achieve your goal, you must decide what price you are willing to pay. Let me read number 5 again. You must decide what price you are willing to pay. Now, I know all of us has watched, grew up on Disney, right? And we always see, someone doing something, but there's a price to pay. Yes, you may be wealthy, Aladdin, but there's a price to pay, right? He had to pay a high and mighty price. So we have to do the same. We can't just, achieve these things without giving up something, without that sacrifice, And when we think of the 1%ers, in the world, think about how much they had to give up to get to be the 1%. That wasn't something that's, everyone can do. You have to give something up. So what are you willing to give up? Now, if you're not willing to give it up, don't write it down. Don't think about it. Don't collect $200 and pass go. All right. Don't do it. If you're not willing to do it, don't write it down. So this must be something, again, personally that you are willing to do, just like to achieve your goals. And 6, you must think about your goal every day, not sometimes, not once a day, not once a week, not once a month, but every day. So along with, writing this down, you're going to print this out several times, right? You're going to write it down several times so you can keep it at different locations in your house, on your refrigerator. One, I like to keep it on the mirror. I'm always in the mirror. So for me, it makes more sense to put it on the mirror because I'm gonna look at that all the time, guaranteed, every mirror in my house. So put it somewhere where you are going to see it so it can be in the forefront. You can take pictures, You know, if you got Alexa, you can pop it up on your Alexa, you know, if you have the show. That's, you know, that's another thing. Digital age, you can do that too. Um, but make sure you have 1 through 6. Now, the dreams and goal worksheet. Here's the part 2, if you will, of this same worksheet. So I know it says 3, 1, 2. I'm going to explain and start with me right here where it says number 1. Okay, so we're going to start with our dreams. Our dreams are the things that are, they have no limits, you know, it's no ceiling when it comes to your dreams. I have a dream of having a 14-room house. Okay, that's one of my dreams, you know. And no, they're not all bedrooms. I know when I say 14 rooms, everybody automatically assumes bedrooms, but no, 14 literal rooms at least in the house. You know, there's a lot of different rooms that you can use. But that's one of my dreams, you know. And there's no limit to that. There's no you can, your dreams can be as big as you want to. Just think about what you tell your kids or what you have told your nieces and nephews, right? Dream big, you know, you can do anything. Well, take that same energy and put it towards yourself and go back to the time when you were that age and you were dreaming. Because a lot of us, you know, when we get older, we kind of stop. Dreams turn into nightmares and then we just stop altogether. So let's keep those dreams alive within us. So keep that same energy. Then we're going to take our dreams and now we're going to make it a goal. Okay, so now we're going to turn this idea of me just wanting a big house, and now let's put it into a goal. So I want this big house by, let's just say, August 31st, 2035, right? That is my that would be my specific date. That's my goal. Now, more specifically, when I write this down, I want to know, you know, what type of house I want, the specifics, because you want your vision to be clear, right? You want to have what you want specifically, not a roundabout shot of your idea of what you want. You want what you want. So when you write down your goals, make sure you're, again, specific. Now we're putting the dates next to these things that we're going to accomplish. But our dreams nor our goals cannot be accomplished without this first one here that says number 3, purpose. Now, you start off, it's written, you know, 3, 1, 2. But when we write it, you start with your dreams with no limits. Then you put dates to be more specific. But your purpose is what drives 1 and 2. Your goal will never get done if you do not have a purpose, your compelling reason why. You know, some people say if your why doesn't make you cry, then it's not strong enough. And what does that mean? That means that you have to have something compelling enough that is going to, come hell or high water, you are going to get it done. That's how strong your why has to be. Now, if you don't have one, a suggestion is, you know, making a promise to a young person, you know, promise to take them to Disney World, promise them to do something. Now, we can't let them down. You know, when you have other people's feelings on the line, especially those that we care about, our nephews, our nieces, you know, those type of things, we do not want to let them down. It will hurt us, right? It will crush us. So that's compelling enough to get ourselves in order to achieve our goals so our dreams can come true. So when you're thinking about your goals and your dreams, think about the why, the main reason why you're doing what you are doing. And that's what needs to be in the front of you every single day. Because no matter what, this why is strong enough that it doesn't matter what's in your way. You're gonna go around it, you're gonna go under it, you're gonna find some way to get through whatever it is. And that's how success happens, when you break through that barrier. But sometimes we don't see it. That's why this form and this worksheet is important, because it stays in our forefront, it stays in our line of sight at all times, so we don't lose sight of the things that we want for ourselves and our family. So I hope that I have educated you on how to use this form. Always focus on the prize, not the price. Focus on your goal and not what you had to give up to actually achieve it. Thank you. That is my time. And if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, the floor is yours.
All righty, Stephanie. Outstanding job. Do we have any questions? We got it.
That was awesome. Probably the best I've ever heard. Covered it like a champ. And this will be in our back office. Great job, Steph. And
Thank
I hope everyone on here, if